Did you know that the average person uses 500 plastic straws every year? Or that we throw away 1/3 of the food we produce? These shocking facts highlight a massive problem. But here's the good news. You can be part of the solution. In this video, we're going to share simple yet powerful life hacks that will help you start living a low-waste lifestyle. We'll show you how tiny changes in your habits can add up to a big difference for the planet. From rethinking your kitchen scraps to building a zero-waste wardrobe, we've got tips you can start today. Ready to make a real impact without feeling overwhelmed? Let's dive into the world of sustainable living and discover how small steps can create big change. Chapter 1. Tiny Shifts, Big Impact. The Art of Micro-Habits. When it comes to living sustainably, small changes can have a huge impact. It's all about shifting our daily habits in ways that add up over time. For example, switching from paper towels to cloth napkins or using a reusable shopping bag instead of plastic ones can make a noticeable difference. You might not see an immediate change, but these little shifts, done consistently, can really reduce your waste over the months. Did you know that the average American uses 2,400 plastic bags per year? That's a lot of bags that end up in landfills or the ocean. By simply remembering to carry your reusable bag, you're cutting down on this massive number. And this isn't just about bags. It's about changing the way we approach everyday items. A key strategy is identifying areas where waste can be reduced without major disruptions. Start with the basics. For example, replace bottled water with a reusable bottle. The global production of plastic bottles uses 17 million barrels of oil annually, which is a huge environmental cost. Every time you refill a bottle instead of buying a new one, you're contributing to the reduction of this energy consumption. Think about it. If just 10% of Americans switched to reusable bottles, we could save billions of plastic bottles every year. Another easy habit to start is reducing food waste. According to the Food and Agriculture Organization, about 1/3 of the food produced globally is wasted. That's a staggering statistic when you think about the resources involved in food production. Try saving leftovers or even composting food scraps to minimize your impact. The beauty of micro-habits is that they don't feel like big changes. They're easy to adopt, and they naturally become part of your daily routine. The key is consistency. Start with 1 or 2 habits, and before long, you'll be doing them without thinking. Over time, micro-habits snowball. As you feel empowered by your small wins, you'll naturally be inspired to take on more. In fact, research by James Clear in his book Atomic Habits shows that small habits repeated consistently create long-lasting change. It's about making it so easy to do the right thing that it becomes second nature. The most sustainable habit you can adopt is to stop over-consuming. We've been conditioned to think we need more, but we really need less. As author Joshua Becker says in The More of Less, the secret to a more sustainable life is not more stuff, but less stuff. By focusing on tiny changes and shifting your mindset, you can live more sustainably without feeling overwhelmed. Chapter 2. Waste-free kitchen magic. Transform scraps into gold in the kitchen. So much waste goes unnoticed. From vegetable scraps to coffee grounds, many of the items we discard can actually be repurposed. For example, did you know you can make vegetable broth from leftover carrot peels, onion skins, and celery ends? This simple trick can save you money and reduce waste at the same time. Composting is another great way to deal with food waste. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, food waste makes up 22% of the waste stream in the U.S. Composting turns this waste into valuable nutrients for the soil, helping gardens and farms thrive. It's an easy, eco-friendly practice that's gaining popularity in homes across the country. You can also reuse coffee grounds. Rather than tossing them, try using them as a natural scrub for cleaning or even in your garden to help plants grow. Studies show that coffee grounds are rich in nitrogen, making them great for composting. So next time you brew your cup of coffee, think twice about throwing out those grounds. How about reusing fruit scraps? Instead of throwing away the cores of apples or the rinds of citrus fruits, consider making natural cleaners. The acids in citrus peel make an effective, non-toxic cleaner when combined with vinegar and water. This can be a fun way to clean your home without the use of harsh chemicals. If you love fresh herbs but find yourself throwing away wilted ones, there's an easy solution. Regrow them. You can regrow herbs like basil, mint, and cilantro in water. This not only saves you money, but also reduces packaging waste since you won't need to buy them in plastic containers anymore. In terms of sustainability, even the packaging we buy food in can make a difference. Try buying in bulk to avoid packaging waste. According to GreenBiz, bulk buying can significantly reduce your waste footprint by cutting down on plastic wrapping. Many stores now offer bulk bins for grains, nuts, and spices, making it easier than ever to make sustainable choices. With a little creativity and a shift in mindset, the kitchen can become a waste-free zone. You just need to see the potential in what might normally be thrown away. By making small changes and focusing on repurposing, you'll reduce waste while saving money in the process. If you're enjoying these tips, make sure to subscribe for more sustainable hacks to transform your lifestyle. Chapter 3. Upcycling over buying. Craft your own sustainable style. Upcycling is one of the best ways to live sustainably, especially when it comes to fashion. Instead of buying new clothes, why not repurpose what you already have? You'd be amazed at what a little creativity can do. Old t-shirts can be turned into bags or pillow covers, and worn-out jeans can be transformed into stylish shorts. Not only is upcycling good for the planet, but it's also a great way to express your personal style. There's something uniquely satisfying about wearing or using something you've repurposed. Plus, with fast fashion contributing to environmental harm, upcycling offers a sustainable alternative to the traditional fashion cycle. According to a study from the Ellen MacArthur Foundation, the global fashion industry is responsible for 10% of the world's carbon emissions, and textile waste is a growing problem. The solution? Buy less and repurpose more. Instead of purchasing new clothes every season, take a moment to think about how you can reuse or upcycle what's already in your closet. Another great way to upcycle is by giving old furniture a second life. A simple coat of paint or new fabric can breathe new life into a chair or dresser. Upcycling furniture not only reduces waste, but it also adds a personal touch to your home. As the saying goes, one man's trash is another man's treasure. You can also upcycle items in your home that would otherwise end up in the landfill. Old jars can become vases, candles, or storage containers. Tin cans can be turned into lanterns or small planters. The possibilities are endless, and the only limit is your imagination. If you're looking for inspiration, consider following upcycling artists on social media. They often share tutorials and ideas that show how easy it is to turn discarded items into something beautiful. As sustainability advocate B. Johnson says in Zero Waste Home, the art of zero waste is about buying less, reusing more, and finding creative solutions to everyday challenges. By embracing upcycling, you not only reduce waste, but also create unique, one-of-a-kind pieces that reflect your personal style. It's a win-win for both you and the planet. Enjoying the journey toward sustainability? Don't forget to subscribe and stay updated with all our latest tips. Chapter 4. The Zero Waste Wardrobe. Dress with less, live with more. Building a zero-waste wardrobe might sound like a challenge, but it's actually simpler than you think. The key is to buy fewer, better-quality items that last longer. When you buy clothes that are made to last, you save money and reduce your environmental impact. In fact, the average piece of clothing in the US is worn just 7 times before being discarded. By buying quality, you can avoid contributing to this waste. One of the first steps to creating a sustainable wardrobe is to avoid impulse buys. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, the fashion industry is one of the largest contributors to textile waste, with millions of tons of clothing thrown away each year. Instead of buying new clothes every season, try to resist the urge and focus on what you already own. To make the most out of your current wardrobe, consider adopting the one-in, one-out rule. For every new piece you buy, donate or sell an old one. This helps keep your closet manageable and prevents unnecessary accumulation. Another helpful strategy is to invest in versatile, timeless pieces that can be worn in many different ways. A sustainable wardrobe doesn't have to be all about new items. You can also swap clothes with friends or join local clothing exchanges. This is a great way to refresh your wardrobe without contributing to waste. According to the Ellen MacArthur Foundation, extending the life of clothing by just 9 months can reduce carbon, water, and waste footprints by around 20–30%. If you're feeling crafty, you can also repair or upcycle old clothes. A simple stitch can extend the life of a favorite shirt, and many clothing brands now offer repair services. It's much more sustainable to fix what's broken than to toss it and buy new. As Fashion Revolution founder Ursula de Castro says, "Buy less, choose wisely, make it last." Lastly, consider the fabric when making new clothing purchases. Materials like organic cotton, linen, and hemp are more sustainable than conventional fabrics. They use fewer chemicals and require less water to grow. If you have the option, choose clothing made from recycled fabrics to further reduce your environmental impact. By focusing on quality over quantity, reusing what you already have, and making conscious choices, you can easily build a wardrobe that supports sustainable living. Chapter 5. Green. Up your tech. Sustainable gadgets and energy hacks. Tech gadgets are an essential part of our daily lives, but they also contribute significantly to our environmental footprint. From the energy consumed by our devices to the electronic waste, e-waste, generated when they break, tech can be a hidden source of waste. According to the Global E-Waste Monitor 2020, the world generated 53.6 million metric tons of e-waste in 2019, a number that continues to rise. One way to reduce your tech waste is by opting for energy-efficient gadgets. Look for products that have the Energy Star label, which signifies that they meet strict energy efficiency guidelines. For example, Energy Star-rated appliances use 10 to 50% less energy than their non-certified counterparts. These small changes can reduce your energy consumption and, ultimately, your carbon footprint. Another strategy to green up your tech is to extend the life of your devices. Instead of upgrading your smartphone every year, consider keeping it for a few extra years. You can also reduce energy consumption by turning off electronics when you're not using them. According to the U.S. Department of Energy, unplugging electronics when not in use can save you up to $100 annually on your energy bill. When it's time to replace old gadgets, think about how you dispose of them. E-waste recycling is essential to ensure that precious materials like gold, silver, and copper don't end up in landfills. Some stores and tech companies offer recycling programs that make it easy to drop off your old devices. These recycling programs are critical for preventing harmful substances like lead and mercury from polluting the environment. For those who love gadgets, another sustainable choice is to buy second-hand. Buying refurbished electronics can significantly reduce waste. As the National Institute of Environmental Health Sciences points out, the environmental cost of manufacturing a new gadget is enormous, so opting for pre-owned devices is a smart way to cut down on consumption. Solar-powered gadgets are another fantastic option for reducing your environmental impact. Solar chargers for your phone, tablet, or laptop are widely available, and a great way to make your tech usage more sustainable. By harnessing the power of the sun, you can charge your devices without relying on grid electricity. Small tech-related habits can also add up. For example, using your laptop or phone in energy-saving mode can help extend battery life and reduce the need for constant charging. Switching to LED light bulbs is another simple yet effective way to save energy at home. LEDs use up to 75% less energy than traditional bulbs and can last 25 times longer. In the tech world, the key to sustainability is to buy less, make smarter choices, and keep your gadgets working for as long as possible. Chapter 6. Mindful Travel. How to explore the world without leaving a trace. Traveling is one of life's greatest joys, but it can also have a significant impact on the environment. From carbon emissions associated with flights to waste produced by hotels, sustainable travel is more important than ever. According to the United Nations Environment Program, tourism accounts for 8% of global greenhouse gas emissions. The good news is, there are plenty of ways to travel sustainably. One of the most effective ways to reduce your environmental impact while traveling is by choosing more eco-friendly transportation options. If possible, opt for trains, buses, or carpooling instead of flying or driving alone. Trains, especially, are a greener alternative to flying. According to the European Environment Agency, train travel emits 80% less CO2 per passenger than flying. If you must fly, there are still ways to minimize your footprint. Try to book direct flights, as takeoffs and landings create more pollution. Additionally, flying less often and planning longer trips can help reduce your overall carbon emissions. Once you arrive at your destination, sustainable travel also means choosing accommodations that prioritize eco-friendly practices. Look for hotels or hostels with green certifications, such as the Green Key or EarthCheck. These certifications ensure that the establishment follows sustainable practices like water conservation, waste reduction, and energy efficiency. Sustainable travel also includes being mindful of the local environment and culture. Avoid using plastic items like straws, bottles, and utensils. Instead, bring your own reusable water bottle and consider packing reusable cutlery and bags. Many destinations now have refill stations where you can top up your bottle, reducing the need for single-use plastics. In addition to avoiding waste, try to support local businesses that practice sustainability. Choosing locally owned restaurants, shops, and activities helps reduce the carbon footprint associated with imported goods. As travel expert Sarah Bolton writes in Sustainable Travel, The Responsible Traveler's Handbook, the more you can immerse yourself in the local culture and economy, the less you leave behind. Lastly, be conscious of your environmental impact while enjoying nature. Stick to marked trails when hiking and avoid disturbing wildlife. If you're visiting beaches or natural parks, make sure to leave no trace. Pack out everything you bring in and respect the local wildlife and ecosystems. By incorporating these simple habits into your travel routine, you can explore the world while leaving a minimal footprint. Sustainable travel is about making mindful choices and being conscious of the world around you, ensuring that future generations can enjoy the same beautiful destinations. If you enjoyed these sustainability tips, don't forget to subscribe. Let's keep making a positive impact together.